Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King POSH, and today we're looking at my King's all-wheel drive drift tune for this Mercedes-Benz SL65 AMG Mercedes-Benz. And here is my share code. Got it? Great. And I made this tune back in 2023, but I never shared it with you guys. But somebody asked me on YouTube tonight, and their name was ATG, so huge shout out to ATG. He said, hey, can you make a all-wheel drive drift tune for this car? And I already did, but I just never made a video for you guys. But that's all going to change right here. So let's get into this and show you guys everything that I've done to this thing. Because I just did a video last week at some point. I took a vacation, and I showed a rear-wheel drive version. So this is my all-wheel drive. So we got a 5.2-liter V10 giving me 1,215 horsepower. All-wheel drive drivetrain swapped with a twin turbo. Okay, nothing in the front and nothing in the rear. I mean, there's stuff there. There's stuff all over the car. You get what I'm saying. It's got a snow tire compound. All right, 275s in the front and 325s in the rear. Okay, those are what the original rims look like. But I have the Wet Sport TC105 ends on there. We got 19s in the front and 20s in the rear. Alright, track width is just normal in the front and maxed out in the rear. Just got a stock 6-speed transmission and a race drive line and a drift differential. It's got stock brakes. They say AMG on the side of them. Looks nice. Drift springs and dampeners. Anti-roll bars for the front and rear. Both raced. No roll cage. And it's as light as possible. We're saving a lot of weight. We're saving a whole lot on this thing. Alright. And of course, by the looks of the power, you already know everything is on here, even the anti-lag. It's not too bad. I already took it out. It's not too bad. And a race intercooler and a race flywheel. I don't know if the video will come out that I just did like 22 minutes ago. We'll see. If it's not supported, I'll just back right out. Not support. Okay. Alright. It's not showing it. Alright. I'll have to see how that works on my on the video, but yeah, it's not supportive on that one, but it is what it is. I hit a 45,000 points on the little drift zone in the festival, if you really want to know. But let's just get into the tune and show you guys. This thing is fantasy tuned, but it works, and you'll know what I mean when we go into the alignment. If you watched my videos in the past, you'll know. But we got 55 tire pressure. All right. Like I said, it's got a 6-speed. Everything's really close together all the way through. All right, your main gears are going to be second and third gear. Okay, just to let you know. All right. Like I said, it's a fantasy tune. All right. This is like what I started tuning way back in Forza Motorsport, like 2 and 3, you know, and 1 as well. But you know, it's there. Either way. That's the alignment. It works. But either way, moving on. 1 and 1. All right. Maxed out as high as you can go for the front and the rear. I brought up the ride height on this thing to match the rear. All right. Dampening is 20, 1, 20, and 20. Okay. Got that. Moving on. Great. No downforce to worry about. No brakes. Who needs them? And then differential is 76, 86, 97, 97, and 86% of that power is going to the rear wheels. You got a top speed, 0 to 60, 0 to 100. That's the tune. That's the build. Last thing we need to do is take her outside. Like I said, second and third gear is pretty much what you're going to be using. Takes off, no problem. You know, if you're in like Cathedral through the tunnels, you might be in first gear. All right, just to let you know. You'd probably be in first and second gear for that whole entire thing. But the little drift zone that I'm going up to here soon here is where I hit a 45,000. It doesn't show it up. It said it was not supportive. I don't know why that is. I'll have to wait until I get an OBS update, because usually I can show you guys replays, but apparently for some reason, every time I click on it now, it says not supportive, and I do not know why. So it is what it is. So I'm not going to hit a 45 right now, but you know, we'll get what we can out of it. Oh, there's a 44, so you know a 45 is definitely possible. So, yeah. But she is a slider, for sure. Plenty of power out of the V10. It's kind of sacrilegious when it comes to, you know, you're putting a V10 in a, you know, the Mercedes, but it's where I could see the most power and keeping it in the S range instead, without going into S2 range. You're still able to use this in open drift lobbies and have a lot of fun with it. And those guys are just being weird. Oh look, a pro stock. Shocking. But it's an absolute beast. It's really fun. But this is why I show you guys my build, my tune, in case you want to, you know, change anything. You know, maybe you want to go in here and, you know, try a V12, put a V12 in there. You got a V8 option in there that's going to give you 1,017 horsepower. This one's got the 1215. You also have a 7.3 liter V12 that you could put into this thing, or you could use the stock. I think the stock is around 1,000 horsepower, so around there, 1,000 something. But I don't remember how much horsepower this thing can actually push from the stock. Let's find out. See how much power the stock engine works. We'll have some fun with it. Why not? Oh, then put it all on there. All right, 1,020, 1,035, 1,046. All right, well, say if you wanted just the original engine, right? All right. It is a drop in power, right? No big deal. We're just going to take it for a very quick spin, see how if it can even get out first gear without, like, bogging out. All right? That's the whole fun thing about tuning, you know, trying things. Not too bad right off the bat. Already in second gear here. Second gear seems to be just holding on to there. I'm floored to the floor. I want to just keep going with this thing. You know, the great thing about fantasy tuning is you can do a lot, you know, reconfiguring on the engine, take it out, and just seeing how it, you know, drifts, you know. But yeah, this thing's not too bad, I'll be honest with you. You know, you could put some race brakes on here if you wanted to. What are we going to get? Oh, there's a 43.8. Not too bad for a stock engine. All right. Now let's look at the V12, right? Right. All right, not too bad. All right, V12. 901. All right. 1145. 206. So it's a lot. That's why I went with the other engine. Okay. Yeah, sure. All right, so 1206 is what we're getting out of this one. And the V10 gives me what, 1215? So I get, you know, 14, 15 more horsepower out of this, out of the V10 versus the V12. I'm not good with all that stuff. I went with more power. Not more cylinders. Let's put it that way. More power, less cylinders. Here we're in fourth gear on this thing now. V12s. They're high revers. So this is also another great option, especially if you are running into like tight tracks like Cathedral. This engine would be great for that. There's a 43 as well right there. I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to beat my score, you know. I know I hit a 45 with the V10, so I was pushing it. We can go up again. Let's do it again. All right. We'll try to go off the track a little bit. Maybe we can get some more points in the dirt. I'm just trying to give you guys other options, you know. This is what tuning is all about. All right, we're going to go out here. Yep. Get it out there. See, there's points out there. Push it in. And there's a 45 right there. So, awesome. The tune works for both the V12 and the V10. This one seems like you're running through the gears a little bit more, but I like it too. But I'll still stick with the V10 for now. I'll consider this thing, but for right now, you know, we'll go back to the other one. As you can tell, I have the rear-wheel drive right there, and here's this one. See, it's got more power, but less torque. You know, so it's up to you guys if you guys like more horsepower or more torque, or you know, try to get them close to each other. I like them when they're close to each other, to be honest with you. But you know, this one had a little bit more power, and I would think that more people would be picking it just because of that. But either way, see, points gain, second, third gear, it's right there. All right. So put that back on, and we'll call it a video. So hopefully you learned something today. Hopefully this tune works out for you guys. Like I said, once you put the tune on the car, you can throw on different engine options and see which one works for you. I'm just bringing it up just to make sure everything's pretty much in the green except the top speed. Nobody cares about that. But either way, that's the tune. That's the build for this SL65 AMG and Black Series. I didn't say it was Black Series in the beginning of the video. Forgive me. But either way, it's an absolutely beautiful car all the way around. It's super sick. I mean, you know, for the year, I mean, hey, if this thing came out in 2025, it would still be just as shocking as it was back in 2009. Yeah, it's an absolute gorgeous beast. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button. Sorry I rambled so much and made this video longer than it should, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.